Hey there guys, it's Session here, and welcome back to game number 2 against the Old Dominion, the new team we just brought into the conference with us. And basically, we're going to try to do better than we did last game. It was a complete domination here against Southern Miss. Now, as you can see, we're the bottom of the East with that one loss, as Southern Miss is second, but Old Dominion is the last in there. So it's a battle of the two worst teams right now in the USA Conference here. Now, you know, traditionally I won't have a traditional type commentary. It's basically going to be whatever I feel like. Now, both games so far are 18 minutes, but I think I did do a little bit better here with getting more of the second half highlights in there. Now, I cut out most of the drives for the most parts, and I just did the big highlight plays. So you'll see most of what happens there. So let's get into it as the Warthogs Dome. First game as their own place, and it is heavily occupied as you would expect by our team. Here we go as we get this started. Newman kicks it off, and about a yard deep in the end zone, the running back Lowry will take it out. Got a good hole up the middle, but finally met after a gain of 27 here. And we'll get this game started. First down. The first play for Old Dominion Lions here, or I think that's what they are. They find a tiptoeing Isaiah Harper for 3 yards. Now in the shotgun once again. Another team running the no hurry up. 2nd and 7. Hand off to Lowry, and Lowry's got a man. He bounces off his own man and gains 9 for a first down near the 38. Next play back in the shotgun once again. Again, you'll see them play mostly shotgun and no huddle as they'll find Vaughn. And Vaughn will have a big, or a lot of room on the bubble screen and a 17-yard gain. Now in our field already, this is already starting to be a bad defensive season, and it's only game 2. Sorry, back to pass all day, and it's broken up by our best corner, Lowry. Not Lowry, it's Lowry. As he's made his second big impact this season. Now back to pass, 2nd and 10, pressure coming, and he is going to break out away from one, but not the others. Blake LaRussa is sacked. Now 3rd and 13, back to pass. Looking all day, now is running out, and Pennington will get him, and he is sacked again, and we will get the ball back. Now our first chance, hand off to Grand Forte, and Hobbs is met immediately, no gain. The stretch play did not work at all. Now 6 minutes to go in the first quarter. 2nd down and 10. Move to his right, pressure, but he finds his man, Smart. That is Mickey Smart, and he drags a defender for 28 yards to the 48. Next play. Back of the shotgun, the handoff to Hobbs, and Hobbs has got some room, but it's quickly closed, and it's only a gain of 3. But we are in opponent territory now. We added some great success last week with the option, and I decided to move my playbook more to a Texas State pistol with some more different formations that I did myself. I'm hoping you don't hear my chair too much, but my microphones aren't really that great. Anyways, we'll get back into the game. A 5-yard carry by Hobbs there. Now 3rd and 3. Hobbs will take it under the snap of Wildcats, one of our new formations, and gain 1. And I would try a 50-yard field goal, and it would not get close. I think it just enters the end zone, and a no good, as that would be. And as you can see, though, Florida State gets upset by... All right. So later on, the next drive, play-action pass, and he's got a man open in the corner. It's caught and broken tackle by DeHart. DeHart down the sideline, breathing chase, breaks another, and finally brought down after 36 yards by Lowry. Bad play now later on in the red zone. LaRossi would hand it up, or keep it himself, make 2-men miss, and cut back inside for a touchdown. Great block on the edge, and they will strike first. As it is going to be 7-0 thanks to the quarterback and some great blocking on that play. Now our drive, 2nd and 13, handoff to Hobbs, and he's got some room, and he'll gain most of that yardage back, and then some. A gain of 8, 3rd and 5 upcoming. Back in the shotgun type formation here. As he's back to pass, Forte's got nowhere to go, and that should have been intercepted. As you can see, some rushing stats. He had 103 last week in that big debut, as you would say. but didn't really help us out that much. Now back to pass, though, on the other drive. On the other team, Harper is found for 14 more as the Old Dominion continuing to expose our defense. Now handed off to Lowry. Lowry. There we go. We're going to go on Lowry. He'll gain 8. He's got 22 so far. 2nd and 2. They got the same formation we do with a tight end in the backfield. Now I'll hand it off again, and he's got an, oh my goodness, big hole. 12-yard touchdown, and it's 14 to Buckaroo zip. Now it is our next drive. 1st down and 10. Still in the first quarter. Handoff to Hobbs, and again, some nice running room, and he'll gain 13 for a 1st down. Still not helping us get in the end zone, but it's a nice play to start it off. Later on in the drive, 2nd and 15, immediately blitzed, and this time he can't get the ball away. Sacked for a 10-yard loss. Now it's a 3rd and 25. 4 verts type play. Graham back to pass, blitz again, and that one is dropped by our big man, Tremaine DeRouche. If he would have caught that, it probably would have been close, but he's got an up and down so far in the first 2 weeks. As they find Vaughn on the next drive for a gain of 8. And luckily that was not Bull. Now, 2nd and 2. They've been running mostly all their plays out of the shotgun formation. And it's a read option, and he'll just get inside. A nice read on the linebacker and a big gain. Now they have 76 on the day. Our defense is looking like crap in the first 2 weeks in general, and we are struggling. Now later on, though, they'll try a read option, and he won't pitch it, and he'll lose a yard here. That's a positive. Woohoo. Later on, 2nd and 11. We are back in there, and this is UB delayed draw, and he'll gain 6 of those. As this is Jeremy Cox, and now it's a 3rd and 5 inside the 5. Inside the 10. Back to pass, shotgun, empty backfield. He'll try to run, and he won't get away, and he's going to be sacked again. I believe it was Pennington for the 2nd time today. Later on, 17-0 game with 4:40 to go in the half. It's been a struggle as we get a little return. And he has a nice room right there with Richardson down the sideline to the 30 and 36-yard line. But it would come back. Clipping call, and we're back here. Now 2nd and 6, back to pass throws. Same play, this time to our fullback, or I believe fullback, Vaughn Dixon, as he gains 12. Later on, 1st down, under 4 to go, handoff to Hobbs. Got some room, bounce off his own man, and gains a 1st down of 12 yards. Having some decent runs up the middle. Maybe this formation might be working if our defense can stay in the games. Later on, Hobbs again, another run. Great blocking, and another 1st down into opponent territory, a gain of 14. 58 for Hobbs. Good start to the game. Now play action pass. Hobbs looking, expects. Throws, somehow finds Grimes, cuts back inside and inside the 15 down to the 11, 28 yards. Should have been sacked. We got lucky with that one. Later on, a 2nd and 12, handoff Forte, and he's met immediately, only a gain of 1. Read option ain't working. 3rd down and 11. Rollout play, back to pass. Forte steps, throws, touchdown. Warthogs, Quincy Stewart with his 2nd on the season. 7 for 9, 90 yards and a touchdown. So our offense isn't terrible. It's just our defense cannot keep us in the game. Back to pass. And that's what's going to happen again. Derhart with 3 feet in bounds as he catches that one on the sideline. Later on, though, 2nd and 8. Pressure immediately, but he finds his man Woods, and that'll be another 1st down. Under 2 minutes to go. Later on, now in our field at the 49, back to pass. Throws, and what a tiptoe grab by DeAndre Woods of 15 yards, and it will be completed. Now later on, a 2nd and 10 at the 34.5-yard line. Back to pass, wide open is Derhart again. Stiff arms a man, fumbles the ball. It's recovered by their own man, so it won't matter, but the play would be reversed. So now a 3rd and 2. As number 4 has been pretty bad. Like Furlane, I think is what is, or Ferdinand. No, Ferdinand, I think is his name, number 4. I can't remember off the top of my head on defense, but he just got stiffed on there. But they would stop him, get a field goal. And this one's picked house, brick house, taking it all the way just short. Thanks to Grant Forte. He could have been taking it to the house, but he could not. Thankfully that Bellari would push a man into the end zone and then fall over for a 2nd on the half, as it is 27-7. Now with 40 seconds to go, Forte trying to get that interception off his mind. Throws deep, wide open man. Gets caught by Mickey Smart for 37. Later on, first down and 10. Back to pass, looking, Forte takes off himself and will take it inside, and no roughing the passer, unnecessary roughness call on that play as he tackled him out of bounds. But later on, it's first down and 10, back to pass, and tries to get that ball away on the screen. He can't, sacked again, 14-yard loss this time. Now it's 15 seconds to go, runs out to his right, back to pass, wide open man again. It's Mickey Smart, and he'll finish off the drive with another touchdown pass. 157 yards, 2 touchdowns, but that interception has killed us. This has put us down back, a 2-score game. Now to finish off the handoff to Lowry, as it's going to be a 9-yard gain. Actually, no, I'm sorry about that. They would call a timeout for that game. And for some reason, they think Russell will be able to heave it deep. Throws deep, and it is in. Nobody has to get there. And it's picked off by Richardson. Now, half the time, you're just hearing gibberish. Like, I'm trying to think of what I'm supposed to say, and it comes out bad. My apologies for that, as we're down 27-14 at halftime. Now we get the ball back in this second and 7 here. Ball again inside their own 15 here. Back to pass, no one open. Tries to escape, makes one man miss, fumbles the ball. It's recovered by the defense. Branch will recover it, and Branch tackled just inside the 1-yard line. Now later on, a first and goal inside the 1. It is going to be a read option, and he's going to keep it and lose 3 yards back to the 4-yard line. Later on, second and goal. Back to pass. No, this time they hand it off, and Lowry is stuffed. Only a gain of 1. And here we go. Third and goal. Can our Warthog defense make a stop for the 3rd time today? Back to the pass. Corner to the end zone. Touchdown, Melvin Vaughn. That was my fault. That was my fault. Again, I had a bad play in each game so far. I cannot be the safety ever. But now we'll get a chance, and Mickey Smart again makes 2 men miss, and a big 21-yard gain. Down 20 once again in this season. I am going to move the quarters down to 6 minutes when I get to it. As we hand it off to Ben Petty, and he gains about 7 there. Because the games, I mean, like 34 points in like 2.5 quarters is ridiculous each game. As almost sacked there. Should have been picked off again there as a 3rd down coming up. And a little 3 running back situation here in this play as Hobbs gets the handoff, and Hobbs has got another big run again of 10 yards. He's got 70 on the day. So our rushing attack, we're going to have to lean heavily more on that one, but hope that our defense can survive against any other defense out there. Back to pass now. Forte all day to go. He's got room, and he will be wise to slide down. Does not want to get injured as he gets us 100 yards on the day. 4 minutes to go in the 3rd. 2nd and 12. Back to pass. Blitz again picked up. It throws Theo Curtis, who had a touchdown last week. Will gain 11 and close to a 1st down. Now 3rd and 1. And this one just fell apart easily. Hobbs ends up getting the carry unintentionally and will get stuffed for a 2-yard loss. We'll take the field goal, 44-17. They're going the same formations. I'm pretty sure we have the same playbook here, as LaRossa will try to escape and sacked by Stover. He's brought down. It's 2nd and 15. Later on, under 3 to go. Bubble screen again. Vaughn breaks 2 tackles, and again Stover on the tackle. A gain of few. 3rd and 8 now. 2:30 to go. Shotgun once again. Receivers in tight. Back to pass. LaRossa looking. Finds Lowry, but he's stuffed immediately. 4th down, and we'll get the ball back. Going to get something going here. Hand off to Hobbs. And got some room again. Hobbs, gain of 7. Closing in on the 100-yard mark. 75 yards on 15 carries. Later on, 2nd and 3. Back to pass. Forte looking. Throwing. And the best catch. And what a catch by Tremaine Delouche. 10 yards tiptoe grab on the sideline as he gets hit out of bounds. Later on, Ben Petty will cut back inside, get a good block by Vixen, and he is off to the races. 15-10-5, 2 men miss, touchdown. 42 yards. And one of the best plays we had all day. With a great cutback will score. Now down 10, 38 seconds to go. And we get a stop again. Needing 2 more to bring this game back. Handoff, no, it's a read option again, and LaRossa is off to the races. He's got some big room, and finally brought down after 24 4 more yards. So the second mobile quarterback on the season. Later on, back to pass throws. It's caught by Fulham, breaks it away, and inside the 5. We are some of the best players to stop people inside the 5. Because there's another one right there. We don't let him in. Russell is stopped after a gain of 3. Now down at the 1. 2nd and goal. Can we do it again? Back. Handoff, nope, 3 option, untouched. Easily walks in from a yard out, and it is 41-24. A destructive game. 7:30 to go in the 4th quarter. Forte back to pass, looking, throws, Hobbs, and he cannot make away from the one man, and it's only a gain of 6. So now a 3rd and 2. We need some offense here, and Hobbs is immediately met by Tim Ward. Nowhere to go. We'll have to punt it. Just kidding. We're going. See, that's the problem here. 4th and 3. We're going to go. Forte just gets enough. A gain of 4. And we're out of bounds. 159 as we saw on the day rushing. Later on in the first half. Or the first quarter, Forte looking, throws. And it's intercepted again. This time by Addison and out of bounds. With the 2nd interception and the 3rd turnover by Forte this game. Now they'll hand it off to Lowry, and he'll gain nothing on 3rd and 3. They'll take a field goal, and it's 44-24. Another 20-point game for the 3rd straight time this season. Now next pass, what a pass to Mickey Smart. As we have 224 yards passing, our offense, other than the turnovers, has not done terrible. You take away those turnovers, and we have a shot as Forte can't escape this sack. I believe the 3rd or 4th time today. And it's another big one. Now later on, 2nd and 14. Looks to pass and should have been picked for the 3rd time by Andrew Bernhard. Later on, 3rd and 15. Forte's going to run. And he's got some room. Does he got enough for the first? He does. A gain of 17. And another play resulting in a first down with his legs. First down and 10 again. Back to pass. Throws deep. He's got Tremaine Delouche. And Delouche has got the end zone. Touchdown, Warthogs. Bring this game one step closer back to a 13-point game. But the handoff to Lowry, gain of 5 as 3 minutes winding down. As they would, for some reason, this play would not be a hurry up, but the next play is, as this is brought down 3 yards short. But then they would hurry up on this play for no reason. I would not understand why. After 2:14 to go, they hand it off, and he is stuffed. Nowhere to go. We'll get the ball back, as I would call a timeout. 2 minutes exactly. Later on, first down, Theo Curtis in motion, back to pass, looking open, and it's picked off for the 3rd and final time. Thompson picks it off, and that will more likely then seal it in this one. A minute to go and winding. 3rd and 9, and to keep the drive going to end it. Back to pass pressure, but he finds a man wide open. It's Melvin Vaughn again, breaking tackles and scoring. As he gains 22, and here we go. Back to play. Handoff, breaking moves, and he'll be close to a first down, but that's going to seal it here. A big loss again, 44-31. So the big thing is I moved their deep rush and pass defense up to 60. Didn't really work too much. I mean, the only difference I could really do to make it a decent enough game would be to move my stuff up, but that would be stupid. So thanks for watching and see ya.